Hello everyone. Today we shall discuss about visualizing solid shapes. Here is an introduction about solid shapes, plane figures and solid shapes. In this chapter, you will classify figures you have seen in terms of what is known as dimension. In our day-to-day life, we see several objects like books, balls, ice creams, cones, etc. around us which have different shapes. One thing common about most of these objects is that they all have some length, breadth and height or depth. That is, they all occupy space and have three dimensions. Hence they are called three-dimensional shapes. Do you remember some of the three-dimensional shapes, solid shapes we have seen in earlier classes? Here you see, match the shape with their name, like this, right? This we know that this is a cylinder, this is a sphere, right? This is a cuboid, this is a cube, and this is a cone, and this is a pyramid. We know all these things, right? Try to identify some objects shaped like each of these. By a similar argument, we can say figures drawn on paper which have only length and breadth are called two-dimensional, that is plane figures. We also seen some two-dimensional figures in earlier classes. Match the two-dimensional figures with the names. We know that this is a rectangle, this is a circle, this is a triangle, this is square, this is a quadrilateral. We know all these things. We can write 2D in short for 2 dimension and 3D in short for 3 dimensions. Now we shall come across some definitions of faces, edges and vertices. Do you remember the faces, vertices and edges of some solid shapes which you studied earlier? Here you have see them for a cube. This is a vertex. At this point, this point, this point, these are vertex. Edge, this line is the edge, this line is the edge, and this is the face. The 8 corners of the cube are its vertices. The 12 line segments that form the skeleton of the cube are its edges. The 6 flat square surfaces that are the skin of the cube are its faces. We know all these things. Here you see that complete the following table in which you are getting faces. In this case, cube, it is 6 faces. Edges 12, vertices 8, right? Or you can find the various in this method also. Can you see that the two-dimensional figures can be identified as the faces of the three-dimensional shapes? For example, a cylinder has two faces which are circles, and a pyramid shaped like this has triangles as its faces. We'll now try to see how some of these 3D shapes can be visualized on a two-dimensional surface, that is on paper. In order to do this, we would like to get familiar with three-dimensional objects closely. Let us try forming these objects by making what are called nets. Nets for building 3D shapes. Take a cardboard, cut the edge to lay the box flat. You have now a net for that box. A net is a sort of skeleton outline in 2D, right? Which when folded results in a 3D shape like this. You see, this is the net. And if we fold this, you will get a solid shape, right? And this is known as the net. Here you got a net by suitably separating the edges. Is the reverse process possible? Here is a net pattern for a box. This is the net pattern 1515. Copy an enlarged version of the net and try to make the box by suitably folding and gluing them together. You may use suitable units. The box is a solid. It is a 3D object with the shape of a cuboid. Similarly, you can get a net for a cone by cutting a slit along its slant surface like this. You have different nets for different shapes. Copy an enlarged version of the nets given 15.7 and try to make 3D shapes indicated. You may also like to prepare skeleton models using strips of cardboard fastened with paper clips like this, right? With this you can make a cube. With this you can make a cylinder. With this you can make a cone. We could also try to make a net for making a pyramid like the Great Pyramid in Giza, Egypt. That pyramid has a square base and triangles on the four sides like this. This is the square and there are four triangles that makes a pyramid. See if you can make it with the given net. Yes, with this net you can make a pyramid. Here you find four nets 1, 2, 3, 4. There are two correct nets among them to make a tetrahedron. See if you can work out which nets will make a tetrahedron. Right? We learn about the various nets and 2D shapes and 3D shapes and how to make 3D shapes from 2D shapes with using nets. Now we'll do the various exercises. Dear friends, if you like this video, please subscribe, like and share. Thank you everybody for watching this video.